Hello once again everyone, I am playing with Maui with another video game playthrough. This time it's Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the Nintendo GameCube. One of my most requested playthroughs, so you know what? I figure I might as well get it done. Get it out there because people want to see it. And of course we're introduced to this, in my mind, this legendary cutscene. And this cutscene is going to introduce us to the main 6 characters of the game. I might as well just go ahead and throw this out there. I'm not really the greatest at this game, so of course there's going to be plenty of enjoyable fails for everybody. As well as the glitches in this game, because the glitches are also pretty legendary and prevalent. I mean, they're not really as prevalent as, say, other Sonic games, but they're definitely there. And, well, I don't know. I didn't really do a very good job of getting rid of them in the GameCube version, as opposed to the Dreamcast version. They're still there. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Let's get this bad boy underway. Hit up that title screen so everybody can just kind of get a good look at that. That reminds me, this was actually the last console game that they actually decided to use hand-drawn artwork instead of just having everything just be in, like, you know, 3D and CGI and all that, you know, for their box art and their cover art and all sorts of stuff. But still, it's cutscene time now.
Sigma Alpha 2 heading due south over the city. We're en route. Everything's a go.
This is Control Tower. We have you on radar. Report cargo status.
I see what they did there with the Sigma Alpha thing. SA2. I get it.
Cargo secured on board and... What?
Didn't copy that. Over.
He's taken out everyone aboard and...
What's wrong? Come in. Over.
So, I think it's pretty safe to say at this point that this game has some pretty bad voice acting. I mean, not all of the voice acting itself is bad, but the timing of the voice acting is the worst. Then, of course, we get this really cool scene of Sonic taking a piece of the plane and using it as a helicopter blade / snowboard thing. And then, of course, he's got to pose for the camera. Yeah, I'm falling to my death, help me! Oh, well. You know, that is one thing, though, that Sonic has never done. It's actually fall damage. Not even Mario is immune to fall damage. Nevertheless, the first stage of the game, well, if you decide to pick the hero side story, it's City Escape. A pretty gosh darn good first stage, I must say. And a pretty good song to go with it. So this is pretty self-explanatory. Like I said, snowboard. So he's snowboarding through the streets. He's streetboarding. Pretty sure that's illegal, but you know what? He can do whatever he wants. Whoa! Gotta love those trick ramps, though. Those are probably the best part of this whole thing. How did I miss that last thing? It's not even possible. Oh, well. Alright, so now we're on foot. The classic running motif of Sonic, of course. And we got a new thing going on here. No, I'm sorry, it's not new. It came out in SA1. It was the homing attack. You have to excuse me because I actually played Sonic Adventure 2 first, and then I played Sonic Adventure 1. So I always just assumed that it came from this game. I don't really remember Sonic Adventure 1 too well. Whoa! More trick ramps, but I didn't quite stick the last one. Getting all sorts of cool stuff. I love the electric shield. Being able to just have a shield that also pulls rings towards you is the best thing that's ever been invented. Ever. I mean that. Alright, I love spin dashing too. It's just generally quicker to spin dash all over the place rather than just run. I don't know why they decided to do that, but oh, come here, you. What the? Alright, well, didn't quite get that guy. I don't know why they decided to do that. That's always been a thing with Sonic. He always seems faster when he spin dashes as opposed to running. Don't know, and also spin dashing is a bit safer, because you actually can hit enemies in front of you rather than running into them. Now, there are a number of glitches, as I said, in this game. I decided to show off one of them, as I just defied gravity there, and decided to just spin in place off the side of that building. Oops, well, that's one little mechanic that made it into this game. Is it, or did it, I can't even remember what was in Sonic Adventure 1, so I'm just going to say it was in this game. There we go. Yeah, you got to time to set the little sound effect is there, and you see the little streak of red line. Okay, you know what? I came up here because I wanted this invincibility. As you can see, I wanted that invincibility really badly. Because the music is cool for it. Oh. Also, grinding is prevalent in this game as well. I remember that was in SA1, but it's so prevalent, in fact, that they actually got sponsorship from Soap Shoes, which I don't know if they still make shoes anymore. Hey, that was a good spin. But even still, we got badass truck chasing cutscene part. I mean, it's not really a cutscene, it's just sort of like a part of the stage. This is really cool, and it keeps the tension up. Look how huge that truck is and how close it is on you. I don't understand these streets. These streets just kind of go nowhere, and then there just happens to be a truck that's as huge as both lanes of the street. I don't know, and why is there a building right over the street like that? That doesn't seem like a very good location to live, but whatever. Maybe it's cheap to live there, especially with all the trucks that crash into it. Stage cleared, just like that. This quick stage, even though it took me 3 minutes.
Too easy. Piece of cake.
I love that quote. So, yeah, at the end of every stage, you do get a rank. It goes from A, B, C, D, and E. And, surprisingly, E is the worst rank that you can get. A is the best. And now that we're done with this stage, well, got ourselves another cutscene.
This game of tag is boring. I'm out of here.
Well,
Finally
hello.
decided to show up, eh?
It's
Okay.
like, oh, fancy meeting you here.
Reporting to headquarters. Intruder has been located.
Copy that.
Oh, no, not that. I remember that. They copy that. Oh, they use the same quote, the same voice line every single time. And yes, I'm just throwing this out there. There are multiple of these little mini-boss battles. Just kind of like this, and they have that over and over again. Like I said, I mean, the voice acting isn't terrible. I mean, some of it is pretty cheesy. I mean, you would expect that for, you know, video game kinda within, like, the beginnings of the modern era for video games, you know, with the 6th generation. But even still, I think that Sonic's voice is good. It was voiced by Ryan Drummond, who a lot of Sonic fans like. But still, it wasn't really the voice of Sonic for too long, which is unfortunate.
Take care.
I thought he was one of the better ones, but, you know, they're all pretty good in their own ways. That's it for this boss battle. I mean, that was simple, very easy. Just, it was the first boss battle, so of course it's going to be simple. And now another cutscene. Who's that? I don't know.
It all starts with this. A jewel containing the ultimate power.
Hey, that thing.
The Chaos Emerald.
Ah, you took the words out of my mouth. So, this cutscene actually shows off the kind of weird
Now I know
timing
what's going on. The military has mistaken me for the likes of you.
a little bit later in this cutscene.
Where do you think you're going with that emerald?
Oh, you know, just taking it grocery shopping.
Chaos control.
57. So anyway, so this of course shows off the Chaos Control power, which I believe is the first time that this is ever shown. And the fact that you can use the Chaos Emeralds to do all sorts of crazy stuff, like in this case, run really, really fast.
Hey,
Here's
it's
the
not
timing
me
part.
must be using the Chaos Emerald to warp.
Shadow. I'm the world's
Yeah.
ultimate life form. There's no time for games. Farewell.
Shadow. What is
God. Okay. It's good how that voice line just kind of cut itself off. Meanwhile, in the desert, this is happening.
Just let it go. You just don't know when to give up, do you?
What are you talking about? That emerald's mine.
I mean, if that's what you want to tell yourself, it
The Master Emerald contains.
It doesn't really have your name on it.
Neutralize the energy of the Chaos Emerald. That makes it very powerful. What the?
okay. That's kind of
Look who's
That's
calling
kinda
you a
random.
thief.
it's like, hey, how you doing?
I came here following the signal from the Emerald. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Master Emerald, is it not?
Dr. Eggman.
So
Hey,
that's
it's
Dr.
that
Egg.
Well, I can
echidna who's really gullible. Actually, this is my Master Emerald. Bye.
Not if I can help it.
Oh. Oh, look what you've done. You broke it. I love how Eggman's just randomly like, what? That was just a very, very strange bit of voice acting.
You did to my emerald.
Alright.
I did that to prevent the Master Emerald from
I'm
being
surprised he doesn't
stolen,
have whiplash
idiot.
after that,
If
but
it
hey,
pieces,
he's
I can
fine.
restore it. And by
You
the way,
idiot.
It's not your emerald.
doesn't matter. Look into it once I get back to the base.
Well, bye. She's like, where's he off to?
Anyone who takes jewels from me, all the world's gems are mine to keep.
Yeah, we'll see about that, Batgirl.
Oh, man. He sounded really angry about that one. Batgirl. Alright, so now we start off the first Knuckles stage. And Knuckles stages are pretty much always going to be the same. You always have to go through the stage, find 3 pieces of the Master Emerald. As you get closer to them, they'll sort of like do a little hot and cold meter on the bottom. It's green if you're kind of a little bit warm, and then it gradually goes from green to yellow to red as you get closer and closer to it.
It's closer.
Oh, hey, I saw it. Wow. Right out there in the open. So yeah, all of Knuckles stages. Now, this was interesting, and some people don't really like this very much, but Knuckles stages in Sonic Adventure 1, the background music was always very kind of jazzy, you know, like, it was kind of calming, if anything. I mean, it was really upbeat, but it was also calming at the same time. Now what they did was that they decided to take all that and just give it to Rouge, and at the same time, Knuckles' songs are now all rap. So, that was kind of... Whoa, hello. Oh, I have to move this thing. And I don't really like moving things in this game. It's, as you can see, it's really, really weird. You have to get on the specific side of it, and then sort of grab it, and there you go, and then move it. Not the greatest mechanic in the world, but it kind of works. So, it was kind of weird, and I don't know, some people saw it as like a really kind of semi-offensive stereotype. I mean, it was kind of, they just didn't like it, you know, just put it that way, they didn't like it. But I have no problem with it. I like Knuckles' music. I think they're just fine. I don't know, I see where they were going for with that. You know, they were kind of going with like the tough guy stereotype. So, you know, it kind of works for him. Why not? I saw it floating around there, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to cut this thing off, and it's not going to have me chase it around in circles. Sorry. All right. Oh.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Yeah, that actually was. So, I don't really know. There's just a lot of stuff to go over in this game. I mean, you know, I could just talk about this game for, well, the whole playthrough. So, you know, it wouldn't be too difficult. Oh, God. Here we go with a Tails cutscene.
There's no mistake about it. This must
Now,
be the island
this is the weird timing thing.
that is reinforced and super strong. It's called Prison Island. I heard the news about it on satellite TV.
Now, as you can see, like, his mouth is clearly moving. He's like, I saw this. Like,
Or rob the bank. Wait for me, okay, Sonic? I'm on my way.
I'm on my way.
What? Hey, look, it's Amy. And Amy
Okay.
too.
What's happening down there? That doesn't look very appropriate.
Doesn't matter. I have to help Amy because she's in danger.
Mm-hmm.
Tornado transformation!
Because she is in danger. I have to help her. Also, I wonder if that thing is actually voice activated, or if he just pressed a button and then decided to look cool by shouting that. So now here we go with the first Tails battle.
You're just a kid. You couldn't be 100 years.
So yeah, these are always going to be with Dr. Eggman. These are always really, really simple. Okay, well, aside from if you get right up in his face and then he uses his little boxing glove to punch you. Yeah, pretty much you just got to shoot him once while he's not blinking, and boom, there you go. Take off a quarter of his health. Done. Ha! Alright, so, you know, the problem is that what they did was they lip-synced the characters to the Japanese voiceovers of this game, and then they didn't do anything for the English version. So, like, they didn't really seem to realize that, hey, there's going to be an English version of this.
But the next time we meet, you won't be so lucky.
So, they just kind of let that one go, and it ended up looking really, really strange.
Here on this island. I'm the one who should be asking that question.
Oh, this is pretty awkward. Aside from it being an Amy cutscene, her music is ridiculously loud.
Again? Hurry! I know Eggman's up to no good again. Okay, you stay here and I'll be right back. Don't leave without me. I want to help Sonic too.
I really hope their sound editor got fired after that one, because it was literally louder than the character's speech. Whatever. So now we got the first Tails stage. Now these are always in his big robot walker, and it's the same with Eggman's stages. Basically, what you want to do is just hold down the B button and target as many things as you possibly can, let go of it, and shoot things. And the number of things that you have targeted with your laser before you let go of the B button gives you extra points. So you always want to target as many things as you possibly can, although sometimes that's not really possible. And also, the laser fades away after a certain point in time. It's like just after a few seconds, like 5 seconds or something, and then, you know, you can't target things anymore. So anyway, okay, that was interesting. So yeah, the voicing has always been a really weird thing of contention. Aside from the weird lip syncing, it's kind of funny in a way. You know, it's got a definite charm to it with the way that it. Okay, thank you for that. With the way that the characters are clearly not talking while their mouths are moving. But I don't really have a problem with pretty much any of the main characters' voices in this game. There was also another good actor of note, which was Dean Bristow, who voiced the character of Eggman, and he unfortunately passed away in, I think it was 2004. He did a good voice, but some people like to think that the actor that replaced him, which was Mike Pollock, was a better actor as opposed to Dean being the better sounding Eggman voice. So of course Mike Pollock was the one who did, you know, like the main series Sonic games, like the 7th generation, like, you know, he did Sonic 06 and like Generations and Colors, you know, he was that guy. So moving along through this crazy jail. I mean, you know, I go on and on about the voice acting, but that's because I like that. You know, I always like that about anything. I like voice acting. I think it's oh my god, I think it's really cool. It's just, you know, it gives life to the characters, and it's something that I enjoy and have enjoyed for a long time. So, you know, I always go on and on about that in all sorts of different playthroughs where there is indeed voice acting involved. So yeah, it's not self-explanatory by now. You want to destroy all of the enemies in the way before the jail doors will magically open. Also, these guys have got really perfect aim, and that bothers me a lot. I don't like their aim bots, even though they are bots that aim, but still. Anyway, also, going through this level, it made me realize how quickly these Sentinel guys shoot. I don't remember them shooting that quickly ever before, but apparently that's how they roll. I might have been thinking of these weird floaty robot guys, that they don't shoot very quickly. But the Sentinels, they definitely shoot quack. They shoot quack, fast, quickly. I don't know. I just kind of tried to say two things at once there. Okay. Yeah, speaking of which, yeah, so that kind of does wear down after a little while. The fact that, oh my god, every time you get, like, the smallest combo, Tails will say, exactly.
I did it!
Even still, we're done with that. I was getting hit a lot more than I would have liked to in that level, but, man, that really bothers me. I love collecting stuff.
That was easy.
Well, if you say so. Collecting stuff is awesome. So, you know, collecting rings, collecting coins, star bits, like I did in Galaxy. You know, collecting stuff, that's just where it's at for me. So when I lose those rings that I've collected, that bothers me. More cutscene.
Huh? Amy?
Keep your voice down. Have
All right.
no fear.
Oh, no.
Amy Rose is here.
Oh, God. That line.
How did you get here?
So, I didn't know
Well, if you gotta know,
that
I
Amy
found
was
out
trained in
today.
espionage here.
Are you
Like,
sure
this is
you
like
don't
Metal
need
Gear
my
Amy
help?
here, where she
It
just
looks
appears
like
at the
you
air
do.
duct.
The reason
And
I
happens to
came
have a
here
key card.
because of that fake hedgehog.
You mean that black hedgehog?
Hey,
Did you see it?
that's not
Where is it
appropriate.
now?
If I tell ya, will you marry me?
No way.
I thought I had you this time.
What, really? That was it? That was just... shucks, gee gosh and golly, I thought I had him. Like, you could blackmail him into it, you know, just be like, unless you marry me, I'm not letting you out of that cage.
What's all that writing on the wall anyway? Did you write that?
Really doubt he had all the time in the world to write all that, but...
Sonic, he's such a
You know, that reminds me, though, Amy is unbelievably, legitimately OP in the two-player battle mode of this game. She has the... Like, there are, like, certain special skills that you can get when you collect a certain amount of rings in the two-player battle. Amy has the lowest cost, so she can spam skills over and over and over again. So Amy's a really good choice for, you know, like, newcomers or, like, beginners to play the two-player battle sort of thing. But, I always enjoyed playing as her. Like, it was so easy to win as her. She was a slow runner, but she just... all those skills that she can do. Especially, the further you fall behind, the longer the skills last. Now, gee, how am I going to get over that trail of rings? If only I had some sort of upgrade. Like these shoes. Which are the light shoes. Now, we can do the light dash, which was also in Sonic Adventure 1. And with that, whoop, we just followed the, conveniently placed trail of rings that somebody left there. There you go. And now we're over on this side. Okay. That was scary. But yeah, the light dash is probably one of the more fun elements of this game. It's just fun to just shoot around, you know, just all over the place. Just like zip around. And then, of course, at the same time, collect a whole bunch of rings. Okay. That's... alright. Well, you know, like I said, there's going to be all sorts of weird things that are going to happen in this playthrough, you know, like with glitches or just genuine fails. But, I don't know, I mean, genuine fails, it's... oh, yeah, like that! You know, what just dumb stuff like that happens out of the blue when I was supposed to grind on that rail and then went straight over it. Yeah, I'm not doing that again. So, just a little bit of insight. I actually didn't check, like, when you die, you start back from the checkpoint. I didn't do that. I decided to actually restart the level so I didn't get, like, you know, a super terrible rank. Now, there's also a little secret here. If you, well, unlike what I'm doing, actually hit those speed boosts, and then you go past the little trail of enemies that you can hit with homing dash, and then you keep on going, you can get to a higher point of the rocket, which will give you super extra bonus points, but that's pretty much all there is to it. Whee! Alright, off there we go, and then, of course, we're back to the snowboarding thing, but this one is way worse than the first level. This... the controls for it are super slippery. I don't like that bit at all, but, okay. That's not what I was hoping would happen. But yeah, it's just for extra bonus points, just to give you a better rank at the end, which, well, unfortunately, I don't end up getting. Lay it on me. Yeah.
Huh. No problem.
It kind of was. Anyway, that's it for this part of the Sonic Adventure 2 battle playthrough. Join me in part 2, where we'll be moving on, doing more stuff in the hero side story. See you all next time.